right, everybody, welcome back. No Clue Garage. As you can see, we're not in the shop today. We will be in a little bit, but we decided to go on a little adventure. What are we gonna do?
Wash the bug car.
We're gonna wash this bug car so that we can get after it and buff it. That's the word I was looking for. We're gonna buff it.
Like you're tiny.
So we're here at the car wash. We're gonna throw a few quarters in, give her a good scrub down with that green Scotch-Brite. This isn't the only adventure we're gonna work on in this video. I've got to get started on mine. I got the foam padding and stuff for the seats. We're gonna work on that. Headliner, glue and such should be showing up on Monday, so we're gonna get started on that hopefully. So we're gonna drop some quarters and get this thing washed. And
I still see them.
where'd they go? Where'd they go?
Over there.
For what?
Mom!
What'd Mom go get?
Quarters.
Quarters, yep. Had to get quarters. What are you doing, graffiti artist over here?
There's water in it.
I don't suggest doing this on a shiny car. This one's not shiny yet.
Yeah. Soon it will.
Hopefully. We'll see.
Water. Come here.
You are soaking wet.
Are we gonna go again?
No,
You're so
that's all
wet.
we need to do.
You wanna go?
Alrighty.
Do it again.
Gosh, you are soaking wet.
Let's run. Let's run.
Sunroof looks like crazy. Hard
Yeah.
might have been coming from here. Yeah. Go right there. Alrighty, load up. All right, so we're back. It's day 2. Saw's got the wife's car washed up, got some shine juice on it. Things looking pretty good. Now it's time to really concentrate on my stink bug, the 67. So while I'm still waiting on glue and stuff for the headliner, we decided to jump over onto the seats. In true fashion, you know, I show you guys our mess ups because I have no clue. But on this one, we went ahead and knocked one out so we kind of had an idea so that we could show you guys on the second one how we did it. And this is what we ended up with. I'm liking it. I'm really liking it. Cheap and easy. Just took some burlap, covered the springs, took some foam, stretched it over, and then stretched over one of these here Mexican blankets. Put some hog rings in it, you know. You've seen the bug, so the seats don't need to be perfect, but I think they look pretty damn good. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna set this one aside. We're gonna get out the other one. It's still down to the frame, and we'll show you guys how we did it. All right, so I just bought some of this material at Hobby Lobby. It's kind of like a burlap type stuff. What you want to do is you want to put this down first. If not, every time you sit on it, these springs are going to eat into your foam. It's going to deteriorate your foam. It's not going to last at all. So this stuff, we're going to get this. We're just going to set it over top here. I want to let it hang over, maybe a 1/2 inch. So we're only going to hog ring it here. All we're doing is protecting, covering up those springs. So I'm going to get that lined up there, lined up to the front. Just hog rig around the frame. Get it in there, put one there. I hear Harley. That was an old school chopper, like a 1970s Easy Rider chopper.
They were eyeballing the bugs.
Yeah. Okay, I got one there, one there. And I'm gonna go around and just kind of trim this up a little bit. This you really don't have to, because you can just tuck it under. It's gonna be hidden, so I'm not too worried about it. I'm gonna come over here and just give it a good trim. Take this excess and throw it on your kit. This hog ring kit I got off Amazon. I think I paid like 16 bucks. It came with the pliers and 500 hog rings. So, not bad. I can deal with that. Like I said, all it's got to do is protect that. So that's in place right there. Get this laid out here. Put this on here. Okay, the key here is you want to leave enough foam on the outside so that you can bring it around and hog ring it up. That way it kind of gives you the curves on the seats that you can see. Make sure you've got enough all the way around to come around and hog ring. So this one I'm going to cut out here so I can come back around and hog ring here and here. This side is good. This side is a little much. I'm going to trim some off of here. I'm going to fold that up again. It'll come out about right here. Now it'd be better to use high density foam. I didn't have any. I just went to Hobby Lobby and bought some rolls of 1-inch foam. Now I'm just going to come over here, start in the center-ish. I'm going to fold this over, find a good close spring, and just hog ring. If you don't know much about these hog rings here, let me show you. If I can get those two in one compartment. If you look inside there, you can see there's a little indentation on both ends. These hog rings will sit in those indentions. They're spring loaded, and then when you squeeze them, it'll wrap around whatever you're squeezing. So you see this spring right here, this round spring. I'm gonna fold this over, push that in, squeeze, and it wraps right around that spring and holds it. They are very simple to put in. If you're ever tearing a seat apart, they can become a little bit of a pain in the butt getting them all out, but as you see here on this corner, it kind of started overlapping a little bit because we don't want it all bunched up. So as I come around this corner, I'm gonna start rolling it a little bit. So now I'm gonna get here, I'm gonna grab a little and see I'm pushing this in and folding this over and coming here, pushing in and grabbing that spring. Now you can see it kind of makes that corner. Again, this isn't a professional job, so I'm not looking for a completely smooth finish. I am not a high-end upholstery shop, nor do I want to be, because that stuff, that takes talent. I wish I had that kind of talent. I always thought it'd be fun to learn upholstery, but I don't know if I have the patience. There's the bottom seats done, ready for the cover. All right, so this is the seat back. I'm not gonna bore you with showing you the whole thing, but this seat, as you can tell, has much more of a distinct curve. So before you go cutting your stuff, make sure you start in the center so that when you hog ring everything down, it keeps with that curve. If I was to just go here, pull this tight, stretch it, then this is gonna go straight across and not down with the curve. So start out here in the center and then just work your way from the center out. All right, so what we got here is these Argolo Mexican blankets. You can find these at any of the truck stops and stuff like that. Around here we got, what, Love's and stuff like that. They're all over in those places.
Goodness.
Really?
My chair's done.
Do you like it?
You like that chair? Sit down.
And the first butt.
Yeah. But anyway, you can find these flea markets, all kinds of stuff. They're usually about 20 bucks a piece. I found a 4-pack on Amazon for like $55. So I got those.
Paid for the quality.
Huh?
And we paid for the quality.
Yeah, we paid for the quality. These aren't the best quality. They're
This is really
when you
good.
try to put the hog rings through, or if you cut it, they do unravel quite a bit. So you got to make sure you double up on some spots. But they ain't got to last too long. We'll be redoing these seats again eventually. Eventually, we'd like to get some custom seats done. All right, give me that camera. Do your part. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna try to line it up and match the other seat with that seam right there going down the middle. Try that.
Doesn't slide on the phone.
Yeah, okay, that'll be good. I'm wrapping around about 2 inches around the post. That'll give me plenty of room to put the hog rings. Now what she's gonna do is she's gonna line this seam up right here and put some pins in so it stays. Then we can flip it over and then I'll start hog ringing it down and we'll trim it as we go. I originally was gonna sew it, cut patterns, sew it and all that stuff, but I'm running out of time and I'm ready to get this done. So we're just doing it this way and it looks just as good for what it is. This isn't a show car, so it'll be perfect in my eyes. All right, so we got that thing flipped over and she started folding and tucking just to make it look decent. And now we're gonna cut off the excess. The other part of this we're gonna use for the backrest. So we had to make sure we've got enough to do this, but also enough to do the backrest so that they line up. Hopefully they do. They should.
Should. Need lots.
And then what I'm gonna do is just go around here and start hog ringing this stuff down to get this whole bottom attached. So once you get that down, just pull this here and start finding somewhere good and sturdy. Pull it a little taut, watch your line, make sure it's kind of still centered. Pull this good and taut, and then just squeeze down and catch the metal. And then, unlike when I'm starting out on the front, I'd like to work side to side. And now I'll just work my way on out. Careful with these VW seats. They've got these little spikes that stick up for the factory seat covers. They will poke the crap out of you.
Just shove all the excess inside.
Shove it all inside. More padding.
Just don't look at the bottom. Everything will be fine.
If somebody's looking at the underneath of the seat, then we got a bigger problem.
Exactly. Here's the pinchers. Go right that way, I think.
We want to knock down all these pokey things. Those are actually to hold the factory seat covers in.
They're handy for lining up the fabric too.
Yeah, they help when you're stretching fabric. There should be some on the sides too. Here. Okay.
Big reveal.
Ugh.
Ta-da!
Take all your pins out.
That one looks better than the other one.
That one actually come out pretty good.
He's cooking dinner now, so I'm gonna work on this one. Do the same thing, line up this line in the middle best I can, as straight as I can. her down. And then we have enough fabric that it's literally gonna just go along the back too. But make sure I have enough. Because this seat's got that, back up, because the seat has that curve to it, just like the burlap and stuff. You gotta start in the middle, make sure we're all lined up, and then work around the edges. Ta-da! Hi, Maxie. Maxie. You're just a good shot puppy. Yes, you are.
Oh, it's going. Hi guys, seats are done.
They look snazzy.
They look really good. I really like the way they come out. Of course, the girls were been sitting on him. Been sitting on here already and got them dirty, but good vacuuming will do it. Did an awesome job on these. She really knocked it out of the park getting that stuff to line up. I mean, it's off a little bit, but you know what? My butt's gonna be there, so I'm not complaining. And then the back seat. The back seat was a little easier because the vinyl and the original padding was still pretty good. So we just had to wrap the blanket over, hoggering it down. Kids hiding back there holding the back up so that I can show you. Saw that area that I painted that we could see. I know it's not the best, but you know what? It looks good. These things are gonna look good inside there. Here's the other side. So not else has been done to the car yet.
Not else.
Huh?
Not else.
Not a lot else has been done to the car yet. Still waiting on the stuff for the headliner to come in. Did have a little issue last night and this morning. I moved it out of the garage yesterday so that I could use the garage to work. Moving it in, started getting a weird clicking sound. So I didn't know what it was. Drove me crazy all night. I lost sleep over it. Got out here this morning. Come to find out, it was on the driver's side on the rear, the new hubs that I put in. If any of you guys out there have done drum brakes, you know there's a little spring with a little round plate with a rod that goes through the back of the backing plate that holds that in. Well, that was bent and was sticking at an angle, so every time the drum came around, every time one of the lug bolts would get there, it would hit it. So first thing this morning, I got it all ripped apart, found that issue. I had some spare parts laying around. I put all new spring and plate and pin and everything in it, got that took care of. So I feel a lot better about that. So coming up, headliner glue, trim tools to put the headliner in, and clips for the door panels. I actually have new door panels. It's gonna look a little funky because they're like a beige off-white, but they were free to me. So that stuff will all go in this week. It's gonna be a packed week full of work, but you know, I work a 9 to 5, so when I get home, get out here for a couple of hours, gonna have to find some time where I've got a few hours to do the headliner, because once you start stretching it with the glue, you got to get it all done. So expect all that to be coming up.
He's a good shop puppy.
Shop dog Max here,
He's
chewing
good.
chewing on one of the girls' shoes. They're gonna be mad, but
The phone makes a good bed.
I guess for now we're gonna call it a night. Dinner is done. Made some marinated chicken from the Mexican meat market. Ooh, it's good stuff. So we're gonna go inside, we're gonna eat. I'm gonna come out here and just clean up a little bit, and we'll bring you guys back hopefully tomorrow. We'll be doing something tomorrow. I don't know what yet. Depends on if the headliner glue shows up. It says it'll be here tomorrow by 8 p.m. I hope it shows up before then. So we'll bring you guys back tomorrow with another adventure and see what's going on.
Bye.
We'll find something to do.
Bye.
Bye. What are you laying on my foam over there?
Testing out Max's new bed.
All right, guys, till tomorrow. All right, guys, it's the next day. I just got home from work. We're gonna try to get a little bit of work done. I got my headliner glue, the trim tools, and some parts for the door panels in. Before I can put the headliner in, though, we got to do a padding kit. So I haven't even looked in this box. I just opened it, and we're gonna get the stuff out now and see what all is involved in this padding kit. This is a big old box from J-Bugs.
It's an unboxing.
And I just explained to the wife that I made a mess up today. So while I'm getting this open, I'll explain to you guys. So yesterday when we were going over the cars, I was looking at mine. I was like, I need new trim. So I got on J-Bugs. It was reasonable. So I just threw the stuff in my cart and ordered it. I ordered me some new trim clips, and the wife a new emblem for hers. Well, when I went to go order this a couple weeks ago, I put it in the cart and looked at shipping, and the only way to get express fast shipping from them was to call. So I called. I placed the order. It came in. I threw all that stuff in my cart yesterday, not even looking in my cart. So I have another headliner kit coming in. If anybody needs a headliner padding kit, I can hook you up at cost. Now, I'm sure we'll use it. Eventually hers will need a headliner. Or I might just cut down the foam and use it for sound deadening in other places. So, this is the foam kit. Oh yeah, I forgot. Also ordered, these are the little end caps that go on the end of your roof bows. We'll look more into that when we do the actual headliner, and we got to put that in there. What else did J-Bugs send us? Flyer. Hey look, they've got OEM replica steering wheels. You want one for yours, huh?
Maybe. I don't know if mine's accurate or not.
Yeah. I would love to have one of these. Hint, hint, anybody out there, you know, if you wouldn't mind, you can send me one of those.
Is it like a retro?
Yeah, it's a retro style with Bluetooth and everything, but it's it looks like the old style.
That is cool.
It fits right in your dash.
We might need 2 of those.
Well, your dash is all hacked up, so I don't
Well,
know how yours would work.
My dash is going to get fixed eventually.
Eventually. So on her dash, when I always say it's hacked up, somebody went in and cut a big hole for a radio.
I don't always say somebody. We know who it was.
Yeah. And cut out holes for those aftermarket gauges and stuff. So eventually on hers, what I'd like to do is I'm going to go back out to the bug shop and see if I can't talk the guy into let me just cut a whole dash, the metal part, out. Then we're going to come in and splice in the pieces that we need, grind them smooth, paint it up, and put the actual dash back in hers. But anyway, that's next year's project. Stickers.
These are cool stickers, actually.
A bug isn't a bug unless the windows are covered with stickers.
And J-Bugs actually has some cool stickers.
Cool stickers. And we just got in today, we're debuting some stickers that we're going to try out on our own. And here soon, hopefully, we might start doing some t-shirts and stickers and such for some merch. So
We wanted stickers for the car show.
yeah, we wanted some stickers of our own. So we had some, she designed some up and we had them printed up. We'll see if there's anybody out there that wants one. We might start doing something like that. And the most important thing, we got another box for the cats to play in.
No. Allison.
Yeah, that's an alley one. That'll get turned into either a car or a house by the end of the day. Guaranteed.
Or an ice cream shop.
Ice cream shop. They love to sell fake ice cream. All right, so anyway. Whoa, watch your drink. This is the padding kit.
That's very bright.
It is very bright and very taped down. I can't find the end. There it is. There's a piece of tape. There's another. Now this should have all the pieces pre-cut. To an extent, you gotta do a little bit of trimming. But all the pieces that go in Bug. I've been watching videos like crazy because you can tell I'm a little excited to get this headliner in, but I ain't gonna lie, I'm extremely nervous too because I have never done anything like that. Stretching and gluing a headliner. I did a headliner in an old car of mine. It was a 85 Buick Regal, but it had the whole foam one piece. So all I had to do was glue the stuff on it and put it back up. This one you actually got to stretch and pull and glue and all
Who's
that
that?
good stuff.
Yep, there she
There's
is.
the alley.
Look, Dad
What
got
is
you
that?
a box.
Fast.
What's that box gonna be?
Ice.
Huh?
Ice.
Hey, what is that?
L.
An L. I have no idea what the L's are for.
Is there instructions?
Yeah, on YouTube.
Oh.
And she's running off with my box already.
Bye, box.
So there's two of those. Those, I believe, they go in there somewhere. I don't know. Hey, I kind of needed that box now. Anyway, we'll throw these in the car.
It's gone now.
We've got these pieces here go on your door pillar. This is where your door shuts. This is where the fabric will wrap around and finishes out that edge right there on the door pillar. There should be two of those. Then there should be two shorter ones right here. These go underneath your quarter window where it gets wrapped right there. There should be two of these. Ooh, that wind. These go behind your quarter window and the headliner comes over. This gives it that padded finished look. You don't have to put a padding kit, but it just makes it look so much better. It gives it that finished look.
Now your bug, the vibe we're going for is a snazzy inside.
Well, somewhat. Let's see. Got two of these pieces. We'll figure these pieces out when we get to it. This piece goes right below your rear window, right inside here. Now this is a universal kit. It's good from, I don't know, 60s all the way up into the 70s. So you got to do a little trimming around stuff. Now this is the big part here. This is the padding that actually glues to the roof of the car, on the inside of course. What this does,
No, stick it on the outside.
your headliner never actually touches this, so it doesn't really help with the look, but what this does is kind of sound deadening. So you don't get that tin can sound on the top. And hey look, I got a bag. I can throw all this stuff back in here now. So we're gonna shove all this back in the bag. And let me tell you, if you're gonna need one of these, order it. Do the regular shipping. Right now, I don't know if it's on sale right now or if it's all the time. J-Bugs has free shipping on anything over $100. So throw a bunch of the little pieces. Because I got this and I needed it quick. I thought I did. I could have waited now that I see that I'm just now doing it. But I paid more in shipping than what this actually cost me. This is like $53 at J-Bugs. I spent over 60 bucks on 2-day shipping. Because I thought I needed it. And then come to find out I had other stuff I needed to get done first. But that's lesson learned. Let's get to work. Enough talking. All right, so this padding stuff that I was talking to you guys about that goes on the roof, it just gets glued right up here. You can hear that hollow tin candy sound. It helps with that. It also gives a little bit of insulation from, like, you know, the heat of the outside. But one thing I wanted to show you guys while I was in here before I start covering it up, I've had some questions from people on, you know, when are you gonna paint it? When are you gonna professionally redo it and all that? I'll tell you one thing, and some people might not want to hear that. This car will never get to that level, and I'm gonna show you why. This car was used pretty rough, and it was wrecked pretty hard at one time. And you can see these welds. There's one here, there's one over here, there's one down here. This whole section here has been welded back together. It looks like at one time this car got hit pretty hard and they re-welded this whole section in. Just for me looking at it, I'm fairly new to V-dubs, but just looking at it from the outside, I really couldn't tell. Door gaps and everything still look good. But once I started stripping everything out, I could see those welds and stuff. So that right there is probably one big reason of why this will never get like a full professional restoration. This is just going to be a fun car. This is going to be something that we get looking good and we use. Just want to this is where it gets hard. Making sure that this is going to fit up here and trimming what we need to. And I think that is going to fit pretty close. I can just shove the edges down in the channel. But the fun part is going to be the length. And
You need the child.
I think what I'm going to do is just going to have to start gluing it. I'm working my way back and then cut it at the back. I got this 3M headliner adhesive. Dry time 60 minutes. I don't know. A lot of the videos I watched, everybody said something about a 90, 3M 90 or something like that. I don't know what that was. I just found a deal on 2 cans of this on Amazon. It was reasonable, so I ordered it. So I'm gonna just treat this like I do every other spray adhesive. I'm gonna spray both sides, let it get tacky, and then just stick it up. It says dry time 60 minutes. I don't think it's gonna take 60 minutes to get tacky. So if you've got anything in here that you don't really want glue on, that's gonna be hard to clean, you might wanna tape it off. But everything in here, I can go back later with some solvent of some sort and clean it off. Cool thing about these, I got this little tip. If you look, right now it's pointed sideways. So if I sprayed this, it's gonna spray out this way. If I turn it, it'll do a vertical.
Are you worried about your visor?
No,
Okay.
and look at that thing. I ain't worried about that at all.
Just confirming.
Let me try this. Oh, okay, so it's backwards. If it looks like it's this way, it's gonna spray up and down. You probably should be wearing some sort of protection, like eyeballs and oh yeah.
It's
Ooh.
rather smelly.
Okay. Somebody give me a lighter. Let's take care of this car right now. Kaboom. Okay, so we're gonna let that. It's already pretty tacky. Let it sit a few more minutes. And it's a pretty nice day today. It's probably what, 80 degrees outside, nice little breeze, so this stuff should set up pretty quick. Now the fun part is getting this kind of lined up center. So I might have to hold this here and have you come push up. Not gonna be able to see much, but okay, that's fine. So just hold that corner actually. And what I want to do is get as close up front as we can, and then as close to the edge as you can. Are you like hanging over a little bit?
Yeah, I'm like almost out the door.
Okay, what about now?
Now I'm lined up with the visor thing.
What?
This thing.
Okay, we'll go your way a little. Okay, I'm about middle of the thing there.
Sure.
Okay, so that's going to be about center, so I'm going to just take that and stick it up. Like so. Then go there, and I'll worry about cutting and tucking it in a minute. And just go as far as to where I glued. It'll be about right there. I bought new razor blade. Actually, you don't even need to cut it. It just tucks right in the channel. Hopefully there's still room for the roof bows. I'll have to trim it right there in the corner. All right.
Well, that's nice.
So, can already hear the difference. Oh, I got in my leg hairs. I can feel it already. Now we just wait. I got a wrinkle.
First wrinkle.
Probably won't be the last. Takes me back to my days of making speaker boxes. Putting carpet on speaker boxes. Hadn't done that in a while. Guess what? We're gonna do that on this one too, probably at some point.
Gotta have your boom booms.
All right. That padding is in.
That actually looks really nice too.
Now I'm just gonna get a razor blade out, trim up these edges. Oh, I've got scissors too. One or the other. Trim up this excess off. Let that sit for a little bit. I could have probably have put this excess if I had tucked it back inside there, but you know what? It's gonna be all right. Woo! Yeah, where do you guys wear a respirator? Because this is this will make your head hurt. Ugh. Ow, bolt on my butt cheek, don't feel good. So I'm gonna spray from here down, just on this inside spot here. We'll let that tack a bit, and I'm gonna do a little test on this and see if I need to put glue on it. A lot of guys say that you need to go in and tape up over your holes here. I'm not worried about it, especially for these ones. These ones are for your shoulder belts. I don't even think this car in '67 had shoulder seat belts. I think it just had lap belts. The one down there I ain't too worried about. I've got a tap if I need to run through and clean the threads up. And as you can see, it came right off. So guess what? We need to glue it. I can't remember if they went all the way down or if they cut the foam right there. I don't remember. We're gonna glue it all the way down. Let's try that again. Yeah, this is working a lot better. Okay. So I can't remember if they cut the foam off right there or if they left it down there. I think they cut it like that. Maybe left that. Where'd my knife go? Oh, right. So I'm gonna go ahead and come through. I'm gonna cut that out. Man, these razor blades suck. We'll cut that off right there so I can leave that sitting flat. I'm gonna go ahead and spray foam this behind here. Okay. Now that's had time to set up. I'm gonna go through and I'm gonna spray just a little bit. Well, I can spray this whole thing. So I need to fold it over and stick it to itself. This stuff is stringy and it will get everywhere. Okay, let that set for a minute. I'm just hoping that I've got enough with 2 cans. So you can see down at the front, I've got carpet. It's not a carpet kit, it's just carpet. But on the front firewall up there, I'm gonna go get some of that like speaker box carpet and glue that up in there. Try to make that look better. Maybe back here in the back too. And just cover it over here. The headliner is going to come down to the wheel wells. So I'll need something to cover this part down here and all of this. So that'll be another day's project. Right now we're just doing this. Okay, so now we want to take this, fold it over itself. And I just did it down to here. When I start stretching it on there, if it's too much in this area, I can cut that off. There's that piece. Alright, so I'm just trying to figure out this puzzle of different pieces here. I do know where this one goes. And I think it stops right here. We'll have to come and trim it because the headliner kind of tucks down in there. Or I could glue it to that. I don't know. We'll see.
You have another kit coming if you mess up.
Actually, I do, so. Uh-huh. Is that center? Center enough for me. Okay, I'm going to leave this long for now, and when the headliner time comes, I will trim that off. So I think you trim it off and shove it down inside there. Alright guys, the wife's inside cooking dinner, so I'm going to run solo for a little bit here. But I did watch a video and found out these L pieces do go right around here. So I'm going to get those put in real quick. I don't know if I'm going to get to the headliner tonight, but I at least want to get this foam padding in. I know tomorrow night, the wife's going out with the girls. They go out about once a month, have a few drinks, and eat some food. So I'll have the kids with me, so I don't know how much I'll get done tomorrow. Kids are pretty easy, it's just I might need that extra hand. So now let's get this. Let's get this where it lines up around that window pretty good. Here to here, up to here. Okay, so the J-Bugs video shows that they don't put any padding here. And then I think I also put this piece on wrong. Let me grab the other one. Just line it up to see. See, I think they had it going that way in the video. Yep, that's exactly how it should have went. And I did it wrong. I did it wrong. And I bet there's no getting this off. Oh wait, wait. Hold your breath with me, guys. Hold your breath with me. Oh, you guys are all at a funky angle over there. I think you guys are smelling this glue too. Let's see. Let's see. Guys, I just got lucky. Uh-oh, over there were the two padding stuck together. Nope, we're good. So, how did I have that? Like that. So we're going to have to use this one on the other side because it's got glue. Oh. You guys can't even see me. So I was able to get that off, but it's got to go up there this way. But this has got glue on that side now. So we're going to save it for the other side. And I'm going to put this one in the proper way, which doesn't really make no sense because there's already padding all right here. But I believe that's supposed to go that way, and then that other one lines up top here. I don't know, guys. This is my first rodeo. Or should I just cut padding to fit in this empty area? You know, cut that out right there. Because if I go up there this way, that actually kind of leaves that. Yeah, if we're going to do that, it's going to put really thick padding up here. But that's what they did. So let's try that. So let's try this again. We're going to line this up with the window. Like that. See, that don't make no dang sense. Did I go too high? That's going to leave a lot of padding right here. I don't know. I don't know anymore. Oh, I bet this. Ah, look at that. That's what the angle's for. Okay. You know what? I'm loopy. We're just going for it, guys. Let me tell you, if you've got hairy arms or legs, be careful where you spray this, because this stuff will mat the hair up on your arms and legs so bad. I can already feel it. I'm not liking it, but it'll be alright. Whoo, I'm loopy. Ah, I just stuck my arm right on the piece that I just sprayed. That wasn't fun. Now up here we will have to trim it because the roof bows go inside that gap. So let's let that set there for a little bit. Then I'll come in and trim it all off. Glued up a little patch piece here. And let me just kind of stick down in this corner. So apparently it doesn't get any here. I thought it did, but I guess it doesn't. Some of the videos I watched, they did put padding there, but they were doing their own padding kit. They went and just bought a roll of this like felt stuff that we put on top and used it. Alright, so all we got left is this front piece here that covers up this front edge. Again, like I was saying earlier, how this car had been wrecked. Look at the gap over here on the unfixed side. See how tight it is where the roof bows go? Now look at the gap over here. You can tell this thing has definitely been worked on. But it's still going to work for us. It's going to be a cool car when we're done, I hope. I'm using my spare GoPro, which I don't have any good mounts for, so you guys are getting put in some weird angles. But it'll be alright. So now this thinner piece goes here, up to here. I'm going to go ahead and trim this now. Let's see, because that headliner goes from there to there. So I'm going to trim this off. Right here. And I'm going to cut it at an angle. Because up here in the corner, the headliner will fold up under itself and get tacked in here. So I cut this at an angle. If I need to change it at any time, it won't be that hard to do. So this one, you can see the grippers here where the headliner sits. You want to glue right up to the edge of that. So they say to tape it off right there. You know what? I brought tape. Let's go ahead and tape it off. I'm not too worried about it because later you have to re-glue it for your headliner. Before I take that off, let me trim this piece though. I don't know if it's this foam or if it's these razors. Something here sucks. Okay, the wife's coming out. Probably tell me that dinner's ready.
I think it is. Smells good.
So I'm just gonna, just like that. All right, watch your eyeballs. I'm gonna go ahead and pull my tape down. So now what we want to do is we want to line up to that gripper edge. So I'm going to just start with the bottoms here and just go along that gripper. Like so, and then just work it up. Okay, so we're going to let that cure for a little bit, and then we got to come on through and cut that off. Oh, this side didn't work. Oh, come on, come on, come on. It slid up on me. I say it didn't work. It was probably my bad eyeballs. Didn't follow that gripper right. So that works for me. All right. Now let me turn my butt around and do the same thing, but on the other side. Okay, while I'm sitting right here, if you can see, this is the edge of the grippers that I'm following. That way when you fold it back, you'll stretch your headliner tight here, and you'll glue it there, and then you shove the excess in, and you tap those down with a mallet. So let's get this side done. Now, there's a hole here for a dome light, which the wiring's not even in there, so I'm not even gonna mess with it. I'm not gonna put a dome light. Who needs dome lights? Not I. All right, guys, that's trimmed up. It's not the prettiest, but as you can see, there's enough room now for the roof bows to go. You won't even see any of these rough edges. It'll all be hidden up under. Both sides are done. All the padding's in the back. I know it looks ugly. It does not look as pretty as the ones in the videos, but hey, it's all gonna be covered. So the wife's yelled at me twice now that dinner's ready, so I'm gonna go inside and eat. I come back out, maybe we'll tackle the roof bows a little bit and see if I can figure those out, get them slid in the headliner. I don't know if I'm going to get the headliner on tonight, but we'll see what else we can do. Okay, so I got my belly full, went in, ate some dinner. Like I said, I don't know how much more on this I'm going to get done tonight. I think I'm going to go ahead and roll this thing out, get the roof bows put in there, see if I can figure out how they go in, and see what all I've got to look forward to tomorrow night. Stretching this thing in and gluing it. Like I said, I'm really excited. I'm also a little terrified because I ain't never done anything like this. This headliner is rolled up in this box here. So let's get this thing out, see what it looks like. One-page instructions. Nice. That tells you the order though. You do the doorpost first, and then around the rear window, below the quarter windows, and then the main section last. Easy install headliner. Did you hear that? Easy install headliner. It says this is the headliner kit for 47 through 67. Wow. So we'll just see how easy it is. I'm not going to hold them to their word there, but we'll see. I've seen it done a couple times on videos. So let's see. Let's get this thing rolled out. There's the door pillar pieces. Actually, is it? It's just one piece. Wonder if I have to cut it. This is the piece that goes around the rear, back. These little pieces go... Where do those little pieces go? Oh, those are the pieces below the quarter windows. Okay. Where I thought I was supposed to have padding, but I don't have padding. I went with black because it's easier to clean, if that makes any sense. Let's see, what is going on here? Where is the... Okay, here's the front. This is what I was looking for. I was talking about earlier, that little channel in the front, little piece of body. These will slide in there and then latch onto that and then pull up, and then you can pull tight and stretch against. After 67, they don't have this piece. You have to fold this into the windshield. You have to have the windshield out to do this, and do it the same that you do around the other windows. This is the TMI brand. So here is where I've got to figure out. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I've got 4 roof bows, it looks like. But I've got 5 that came out of the car. I think some of them used 5. These easy install kits only take 4. These are those little caps I was telling you. And it came in a... They come with a pack of 12 for some reason. So these should just slide on the end. And this kind of just keeps the roof bows from rattling around in the body of the car. And I can tell, because already this is going to be fun. Alright, so I found that if you put a little bit of lithium grease in these roof bow end caps, helps them slide on a little easier.
That noise is the small child.
So now you take your roof bows. These little white pieces are just sleeves.
Mom, there's one mower out.
There's a mower out?
A mower?
There-
What's a mower?
Where's the mower? The mowers are visiting?
Now, there is a very specific reason why I went with black. Like I said earlier, for one, it stays cleaner, but two, the white was out of stock. So I just went with the black one. I think it's gonna look better in there anyway.
I think so too.
Like I said though, my door panels are gonna throw everything off because they were free to me. And they're like a beige or an off-white, I believe. Honestly, I haven't even really opened them to look. I just kind of peeked the corner of the box. But you know what? They'll work. And I'm gonna like them. Roof bows are in. Came with instructions.
Are you gonna read them?
Their instructions say doorpost, installation order, doorpost, rear window, below quarter window, and then main. That's all it says. Easy Install Headliner does not replace the OEM headliner. It features one less bow in the roof. See, if I had just read, one less bow in the roof section and less seams around the rear window area. So,
I think they know if they put more than that in the instructions, you guys won't read it.
Mom, who did this?
doorposts supplied, sewn together, separate before installation.
Supplied sewn together?
Yeah, it's just one piece of fabric.
Oh, so you have to cut it in the middle?
Yeah, I have to line it up like this and cut it down the center.
That's sketchy.
Okay, so before we do any of this, let's do some prep work. So that big old thick piece of plastic that is sewn on those side pieces fits inside these grippers. So the prep work is you got to get in here and bend all these grippers out far enough where that piece of plastic can fit in there. Once you get it all in there, then you go back with a rubber mallet and tap it in. So you just need to come through and open these up and hope you got them opened up enough. Now I've got all the, oh, before we even do that, let's do the same thing. I forgot, we gotta do it across the top. Both sides.
Hello. My head on. Ow. It still kind of hurts.
Good thing that's not where your butt sits when you're going down the road.
Yeah.
See, I'm glad I double checked because I almost did that backwards. So, this goes in here like so. And then you just line it up there and push it into these tabs that we just bent back out. Looks like I got them just about right because it's just popping right into place. So, you got to put a little bit of a bend in it. So I'm going to go ahead and get this lined up top. Get it in there. Get my rubber mallet. Oh, there's stuff falling in my ears. Just work my way down. Okay. Now with that like that, you stretch that back over that way. And now you see why I doubled up the padding. If we didn't, you're gonna see that harsh metal edge right there. Ow! Where's my thumb? Yeah, it's still out a little bit, but you know what? It's good enough for me. I think I'm gonna get the other side done and we're gonna call it a night because I gotta go back and watch a video of how you deal with this. All right, guys, welcome back. Another day. Let's get back on this headliner. Riding solo tonight. Wife's out with some friends having dinner. The kids are either out back playing or they're inside watching TV, one or the other. So I'm gonna try to tackle what I can by myself tonight. So we'll see how far I can get done. So let's go ahead and jump back on this here headliner. We need to get these things folded over first. Now, I did go back today and watch a couple videos, kind of get an idea again of proper order, I guess you could say. To do this, I'm gonna go ahead and take this heavy battery out of here. Oh. Get some of this stuff picked up so I can get in here. But yeah, I watched a couple of videos, get an idea of proper order. And I need to go ahead, you guys are just looking all over the place. I need to go ahead and get these tucked over and glued up so that I can start getting the top and stuff in. I'm gonna have to figure out this part up here. I'm gonna have to cut it and get it pulled over. Same with the bottom. But let me start looking at that, and I'll let you guys hang out and watch. I'm using my old GoPro again today. I don't have a stand for it, so some of these shots might be a little funky, but just bear with me. We'll get it figured out eventually. So, up here, how do I want to do this? Because that other headliner comes down to there. I'll pull that over on the inside. I don't need it up there because the other headliner comes down here. I should have pulled that fabric over, because when I pull this tight, you can see all those dills. And it's not too bad, but oh, this is the part I don't like, having to cut this and not really knowing exactly where to cut. Let's see. If I were a pair of scissors, I think I'd be inside. I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get the scissors. Okay, so I'm back. Got a pair of scissors. I think I'm gonna just go ahead and cut this. Oh, I hate doing this. I'm gonna cut that right there. And go ahead and just cut it off. Just like so. So that I can pull this around like this. Now I need to work on getting the bottom straightened up like that too. Get it all ready to glue. So same thing down here at the bottom. I'm gonna put a little relief cut in this right here. And get that to fold around. So that I can glue that in there. Let's see. I don't know how far that actually needs to go down. I'm just gonna cut this off right here. Okay, so all this is going to stretch over here, and it's going to glue down into here. I'll be right back. I need one more other thing. Okay, so I'm back again. If you guys are going to do this, go buy you a box of binder clips. They're going to help out a lot when you're stretching this over and trying to hold it in place. This does not feel like it's going to be an easy task to do. But they make it look so easy in the videos. I don't know. I was watching one headliner video today from Chris over at Classic V-Dubs. And his advice was, if you're going to do the vinyl headliner, buy two. That way you can screw the first one up. I don't want to think about that right now. There's a chance I might. But I think I might have gotten this a little too thick right here, or too close to the window. Might have got it all a little too much. Because when I pull that over, that's got to glue down into there, and there's just too much padding right there. Well, dang it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and come back in here, and I'm going to trim this whole piece down some. Is that the right thing to do? I don't know, but it seems like it right now. And this foam does not like to trim. Now, as you can see, I've got more metal here when I fold this over, there's actual metal here for this to glue to. So, you know what? Let's just do it. There's really no other way than to just do it. So let's get some glue. Okay. I guess let's just do it. Just pull it tight and stick it. Tight and stick. Come in here. First off, we don't need anywhere near that much. So I'm gonna come through here. I'm gonna use scissors because I don't want to cut my fingers off. And we're just gonna cut some slits. Not all the way to the metal, but right up close to it. Just to that corner. This flat part will lay down. Okay, I can't find any cardboard, but I found this lid to this tote. I just want to keep some glue from flying everywhere. But we want to spray this edge and this edge right inside here. Start down here at the bottom. What you're going to want to do, push in on the inside so it follows the contour of the window. And then fold those flaps over.
Dad, you're in my way.
Sorry, go. There you go. And then just fold those flaps over and get it down into the contour. Get yourself a set of trim tools, plastic trim tools. Then you can get down in there and really get that down into that contour. And we'll come back after that sets up and we'll trim that excess off. Push down in them corners really good. And then take your binder clips, put them down. Use it to hold those pieces down so that glue cures up more. Okay, now we're just going to let that cure up. So in here we're pretty good. The door panel and all that's going to be in here, so we don't have to worry about a lot of that. Now what sucks about this is we'll have to go back later and find all those holes for our door panels. And down here, I don't know how far this needs to go. We're just going to go even across the floor. Guys, I like that. All right, so I got the other sides done. Went ahead, got it on there, got it clipped. Don't worry about getting overspray on your car, guys. If it's in shape of mine, I can hit it with some, I don't know, acetone or something and get that off there. But I think it looks pretty good for what it is. While that was working, I went ahead and put this back piece on. This piece just kind of pretty much glues into place. I'm not quite sure where you're supposed to trim this back here. I just left it long. I'm gonna glue some like speaker box carpet in this trunk well. One thing I did do though, I messed up a little bit, is I didn't leave enough slack to completely wrap around the window right here. As you can see over here, in some spots I did, but over here I didn't, so I'm hoping that that glue is gonna hold enough so that when I go to pull that window in, it doesn't rip that headliner out. I guess we'll just find out when we get there. So let's let that dry up for a little bit, then we're gonna try to set the main one in. And say hi, Maddie. All right, I want to show you a couple things on this headliner here. We're about to put the actual headliner piece in, the main piece. But on 67 and earlier, I'm not sure how earlier, but on 67 and earlier, you don't have to take the front windshield out. I think I've explained this earlier. You can see here these pieces of thick, stiff cardboard are sewn into the headliner. Now those go into a little channel up here, and there's a little lip inside there that cardboard hooks on, and that lets you pull it and stretch it tight. So what I'm going to do now is I'll probably set you guys in there so you can watch me fumble around with this. But I'm not going to put that cardboard in there first. I'm going to get the roof bows in so that it'll kind of at least hold it up. And then I'll slide that cardboard in there with a little trim tool and make sure it locks. And then what we're going to have to do is stretch the thing all the way to the back and try to get it as tight as we can and put a couple clips here in the back. Some of the people I've watched say go ahead and just glue it. Just depends on how good we can get it stretched to see if we're ready for glue. So let's go ahead and get started.
What is that for?
It's called a roof bow.
There's a roof bow.
Yep, it kind of holds it up tight.
That's your roof?
Yep, it holds it up tight to the roof.
Oh, like Mama has a white one of these.
Yeah.
It feels the exact same.
Alright guys, so these roof bows are really easy. They slide into channel on one side and kind of bend them over a little bit.
I really want to get in here.
And then slide it into the other side.
Oh my gosh, I'm
And
in
they
it.
just go up in there. And one up and in.
Why is my car kind of sticky?
Alright. So now let me bring you guys up here so you can see. So now you see the roof bows are up there holding.
I just later this kind of scary.
Alright. I know I'm shaky. So what we got to do now is we've got to get this shoved down in there so that it locks inside that little lip in there. So let's see if we can go ahead and get that done. So I'm going to push that in there, and then I've got this trim tool I'm going to kind of push down in there and make sure that it latches.
Hold her car sticky for some reason, but I'm not touching it for like for fun. I'm touching it for a reason so I could get in here.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, that's the reason why
That's the reason why?
I'm touching it. Where's the camera?
It's down here on the floor. They're watching me put this in.
Ew.
Okay. Once you feel that you've got it in there, pull back on that headliner a little bit, and it'll catch in there. Okay, it's caught. So that's in there. If I pull back on this headliner, you see how it stretches tight here.
When you need somebody to hold your camera, I can.
Oh, you're gonna hold the camera for me if I need it? Okay.
Did you hold
So now we just need to start slowly stretching these roof bows back.
Let me hold
Okay. Maddie's gonna try to hold the camera for me.
it. Yeah.
So we'll see how this goes.
Yeah.
Make sure this part right here is pointed at what I'm doing so they can see, okay? So now I'm gonna come to the second roof bow and just slide it back in the channels. Oh, this one's getting caught on something. Let me just slide these back. Okay, as you can see, I've got them pulled. It's not tight yet. What I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go outside this window and I'm gonna pull that tight and try to clip it a little bit there. See if I can get some of this out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, boy.
Woohoo, almost fell down. Alright. We'll get
Let's get some more of those.
clips out here. Oh no, I used all my big ones.
Oh, you did?
Let me get a little tub to put those in.
Okay.
Oh no, I've used all my plastic tubs too.
Huh.
Oh no!
No,
Oh,
what
no.
are we gonna do?
What are we gonna do?
Oh no, our table. It's broken. I could sound the best for that. Oh no, our table. It's broken. Oh my
Oh, those are even smaller.
smaller than I could use
So
those.
it looks like I only have one big one and a bunch of little.
I could have the littles.
So,
Okay, went over.
what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go ahead and get right here, kind of center, and I'm gonna give that a tug there. Pull it up. Go hand me some more of those mats. All right, I got them.
Oh, my shoe. I'm wearing Karen's shoe, by the way.
Oh
so
yeah,
that's-
you're wearing Bubba's shoes.
Yeah, Bobby's flippy flops, so it's gonna be kind of hard to walk.
Let me get over here.
Why is your
Give this
Why
a
is your
tool.
car sticky?
Huh?
Why is it sticky?
Sticky?
The car.
Oh, it's because I put that stuff we put on Mama's car.
Oh,
Should
the
try it out.
shiny stuff.
Yeah.
But you're supposed to fix that first.
I'm going to after I get all this done. Alright guys, this is the part that's starting to get me a little intimidated. Because I can already tell there's going to be a lot of wrinkles in this stuff. Especially when I get to having to cut it and stretch it down in there. Alright, so as you can see, we've got that stretch. Let's go inside now and see what it looks like. Not too bad.
Yeah.
It's gonna have some wrinkles, which I expected. All the reviews I've heard on these say that these things have wrinkles, that you gotta kind of heat them up.
When will you use that? Why
So
does the windshield look dirty?
it's because it is dirty. You gotta clean it. So I've seen some videos like Chris said on the Classic V-Dub said, go ahead and glue it at the back. I've also seen some others where they start at the front and they work their way back. I think that's what I'm gonna do. Is I'm gonna start up here and I'm gonna work my way back, trying to smooth out the wrinkles as much as I go. Not gonna lie guys, this part's a little intimidating. So I'm gonna try one side, see how it goes. I'll bring you guys back and let you know. Let you watch me fail on the other side.
Fail?
I hope not, but all right, we'll be back. Well, that side's on. Didn't take long at all. It's a little nerve-wracking. So let me show you what I did here. Give him a seat here. Woo! So this is what it looks like. I could have did a little better job folding it over right here in the corner. We're gonna have some wrinkles. That's what they say all these vinyl ones do. But you can get a heat gun, hair dryer out, and kind of pull and take some of those out. This over here will get folded like so and then wrap around down into the window. We'll have to do something with these wrinkles, fold it some more or something, but for now, that's on. Now, on the outside, you have to cut it a little short and stick it into those little grippers right here. So cut it, leave, about a 1/4 to 1/2 inch hanging out after you glue it. I put glue on both sides and put glue on the bottom of the gripper so it would hold. Stretched, stuck the glue. Once it's stuck, I trimmed it, and then get you a set of like these plastic trim tools and then go around, shove all that into those grippers. Once everything's in there and it's stretched good, get you a rubber mallet, tap those grippers up. Here, I'll go to the other side and show you what those grippers look like. So these are the grippers that I'm talking about. That material just shoves up inside there and then you tap them back up with a rubber mallet. So now we're just gonna have to come back and do the same thing on this side. I folded this over until this was just barely hanging over that last gripper, and then just glued it down along with everything else. Trimmed, I went ahead, pulled it, stretched it tight, and I trimmed up here. I didn't go all the way up. I went to about, I don't know, 1/8 of an inch or 1/4 inch here away from the gripper. That way I can fold it up and still have enough to tuck in there, but I didn't have a cut going inside. So I'm gonna get a light in here, and then I'll get you guys set up and we'll see about doing this side. So first off, I'm gonna just kind of pull this and eyeball on the inside. So how it looks. You can already tell this corner right here is gonna give me some grief. I don't like that corner. That looks a little better. This side's got a lot more hangover than what the other side did. I can already tell. Need to cut that a little different. Over a little more. Oh yeah, if I can get that to set like that, that'll be good. So now we just glue it, play the waiting game. Okay, so just gonna glue the back of the fabric here. Now pull that back, and you want to just glue kind of the bottom of those grippers. Alright guys, now the scary moment. It's ready to be stuck. So I'm gonna start right here and make sure I get my fold how I want it. That's not really how I want it, but that's about how it's gonna be. And I'm gonna pull and stick. Then I'm gonna pull down and to the back while I'm sticking this. So now I want to pull this up here and eyeball about, I don't know, 1/4 inch or so past the grippers and start cutting. Mama's gonna be mad when she finds out I got glue on her good scissors. She'll get over it. Now that I've got that, guys, I'm gonna stretch it around and I'm gonna use this blunt edge of this still. I hope you guys can see me. And I'm just gonna shove that around into the grippers. Stretch and tuck. Stretch and tuck. Just all the way down. Okay, once you got it in there, which, oh, that did not stay.
Oh no!
Oh, biscuits.
Oh no! You
I cut it a little too short right there, guys.
I got an idea.
Yeah, it's coming out right there.
I got an idea for something.
Go along and drop you guys on the ground. We'll give the camera operator.
Yeah, operator, which is the best.
Coming out at the top too. Guys, I think I cut this side a little too short.
Yeah.
Alright guys, I might have got it. So what had happened is I didn't leave, instead of say 1/2 inch, leave yourself a full inch, 1.5 inch, enough to shove in there. I didn't leave enough material to go up into that those grippers for it to actually grip when you beat it, hammered them closed. So what I did is I spread it apart, shoved it back up in there, and then I added some extra material. Now I'm gonna have to go back with a razor blade and trim some of this off, but it's actually holding the headliner up. Now I haven't actually gotten in here and looked and see how bad the inside looks yet.
Let me hold it. Oh, your car gets really done.
So you can see right here, I'm gonna have to trim that with a razor. That's funky, but I figured that was gonna be. But the rest actually doesn't look too bad. You know what? I'll buy that. I'm gonna go with that. I like that.
Giving the camera to the expert?
To the expert? Who's the expert?
Me.
You? All right, Maddie, what time is it? It's after 7:30. What happens at 7:30?
We have to go to bed though.
Bedtime. All right, guys, I'm gonna have to shut this down. I'm gonna go put these kids to bed, clean up.
No.
It's tomorrow. We'll get out here and start stretching the rest of it. And hopefully it goes a little better. I mean, today didn't go bad. We had its ups and downs, but I think we got it. Yeah. All right, so till tomorrow. What do you say?
Bye.
Bye. All right, so we're back. It's another day. A little bit later start. Had a little mishap with the wife's car today. She got in, fired it up, was gonna go pick up the kids from school. Saw a little puff of smoke and smelt a little something burning, so she immediately shut it off, talked her into disconnecting the battery. I got home and instantly led to worst case scenario, started ripping into wiring. Yeah, come to find out it was a blown fuse. So the fuse that feeds power to the indicator lights on the dash popped. So her generator light and the oil light and the turn signal indicator lights started acting funky. After some troubleshooting and reading some wiring diagrams, led me to the fuse where I should have started. And that was it. So I got all that put back together. So now I can get started back on this old headliner. Not gonna lie, I'm not looking forward to this. This is, like I said before, it's very intimidating. All right, to start off with, I'm gonna go ahead and trim some of this back window area out so that I can get this glued up here, pulled and flipped back over. I'm gonna leave plenty extra here. I can always trim it back off later. So I'm gonna come in, that looks about right. Because I'm only gonna do about from here to here. And then I'm gonna work the sides out after that. So I'm gonna come in here. Oh, the intimidating part. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and pull my clips here. Get this stuff sprayed down. Once it tacks up, I'm gonna get in here and pull tight. I'm gonna have her get in there and look and make sure that, you know, as I work to side, that we're pulling the wrinkles out. So I'm gonna glue on the inside here, this inside lip. I left a little bit of the metal showing on the inside and this lip. Go ahead and spray the foam too. It's all right. And then I'm going to spray the headliner also. Put a little booger of glue off the end of the nozzle there. Go, watch yourself. Ah, I stuck my hair in it. I'm going to start right here. And I'm going to pull. How do we look? Creases this way. Look good?
Yeah.
Now I'm going to work this way, okay? How's that looking?
It's hard to see.
This way. Good?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, good, because it's stuck. Now, the other way. Yeah?
Yeah.
I need a cut like here to here, like here to here. That's gonna have to work because it's already stuck. Scissors, cut me from here up to here. Okay. Just gonna repeat on this side. All right, well that tacks up. All I'm doing here is I've got this glued and I'm pulling tight and stretching and just working my way down as we fold over this. I have her cut relief cuts as needed. All right, in good old GoPro fashion, we're having GoPro issues. This thing is hot in my hand, I can feel it. But anyway, real quick, that stupid sun. Got this side. Come out pretty good, I'm happy with it. I got a lot of overspray I gotta clean up. This stuff down here, like I said, I'm gonna carpet up through here. Door panel goes in through here. So, it's good enough for what it is, for who it's for. Hey, there's a screw back behind there I forgot to take out too. But you know what? I ain't worried about it. So, wow, that sun's bright. I'm gonna go ahead and get the other side done, and then we'll bring you back. I know you guys are tired of seeing this headliner, so I'm gonna try to hurry up and knock it out. Okay, I'm seeing stars. This glue is pretty dang strong, but that side's in. We've got some wrinkles up top. I'm gonna get a heat gun after this is all cured and the windows are in and see if I can't work some of them out. But for the most part, I'm happy with it. All right, guys, headliner's all glued in. Once it cures up, I just gotta go trim some excess. Maybe try to work out a wrinkle or two. As you can see, I got these pieces on underneath the quarter windows. It's gonna look a lot better once I get all the glue cleaned up. I did mess up right here a little bit in this corner. Right here, I might try to find a piece and patch that. I don't know how much that door card's gonna cover that, so I'll have to wait and see. But yeah, it's ready to be trimmed up and cleaned up. Oh, I'm glad that's done. So this video is already getting pretty long, so all right, so that's that for this week. So next week looks like, and I say next week, it'll actually be tomorrow for me, but for you guys, we'll be trimming up the headliner, cleaning everything up, and then starting to get some carpet down on these floors so that I can get the seats in. I'm also going to glue some carpets up on the firewall, back in here over the wheel wells, and then the trunk area. And Mama keeps moving the camera around. So,
I have a small child.
yeah, I know. All right, so thanks again for watching. You know, I know these videos aren't very entertaining, but hopefully you're catching some knowledge as I screw up and I do things. Hopefully you're learning from that. But if you like the videos, go ahead, hit the like and subscribe. Doesn't cost you anything, helps us out, gets us more subscribers, more likes, helps us with our algorithm, get more people out there to see the videos. So on that note, we'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Mama, say bye. Bye.